One take, one shot. This is the Raw review where I do it immediately following the last episode of Raw. You get my raw, pun intended, visceral reaction. How I feel the moment the episode ended. Can't go to sleep and think about it. Think about it. Be like, you know what? Maybe that wasn't as bad as I thought. Nope, you hear it right now. Let's do it. Can't hear other YouTubers. I'm going to say this. Give Bron Breakker the belt. Please give Bron Breakker the belt. His promo tonight was so freaking refreshing. You know why? Because it didn't feel scripted. It felt unhinged. It felt like I didn't know what he was going to say. Was it like the greatest promo of all time? No, it wasn't. But the way he delivered it was so like captivating. So much energy. I feel like I think he went a little off the rails, and I like it. I like that like unpredictable nature that is Bron Breakker. I have said for many weeks now that WWE just feels too sanitized. Bron Breakker is not sanitized, that's for sure. I loved it. He walked out. He was just so mad. Eventually he just throws down the mic and walks away while the Vision is still just in the ring being like, oh my God, what did he just say? What did he just do? And Bron Breakker's just so mad. And now he's getting the title shot in January against CM Punk. And please let Bron Breakker win that. God, this was just amazing. This was just so good. So good. I loved every second of it. He is definitely the best of his dad and his uncle, the Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, Big Papa Pump. Holla if you hear me. Big Papa Pump was one of the best things of the final days of WCW because the guy was unhinged, a lunatic. He'd bring tigers to the ring. He was so funny. He was funny in TNA also. Ironically, Scott Steiner was only not cool or funny in WWE, and now we're getting it though in the second coming of Scott Steiner. Big Papa Pump in Bron Breakker. Loved it. Give him the title. I've seen enough. I've known for a while that this guy was it, but I saw it for sure tonight. Loved it. But what about the rest of Raw? Because Triple H promised that this was going to be an epic Raw, and a lot of people bought into it online. They're like, Triple H said this was going to be epic, so it's going to be epic. Guys, gals, don't ever listen to Tony Khan or Triple H or whoever when they say something's going to be epic. No promoter. And I don't even blame Triple H for this, because a lot of times I'll be like, Triple H sucked, his booking sucked, but like every promoter has to say tonight's going to be great. There's not a single promoter on the earth that's going to be like, you should tune in to Raw tonight. It's going to be okay. Don't listen to them. Just don't listen to them, okay? They got to tell you it's going to be epic. That said, it was not epic, but I think this was a good Raw regardless. I definitely enjoyed myself tonight. We start off with Liv Morgan. We got the Judgment Day coming. Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom, and they're back. We see them. Liv doesn't really acknowledge Roxanne Perez that much, but with a little more on that later. So at first I thought maybe there's a little bit of tension, but nope, not so much. Let's see. The word respect, the respect counter. The first time we got the word respect was 14 minutes into the show. I think Rhea said that too. I respect you to Charlotte Flair. So Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, they come out. They talk about how they're gonna do. How they're going to go after the titles, and then Charlotte and Alexa Bliss comes out and says, whoa, we might have been on War Games, but like we're going to be the champs. Like, you do what you got to do after we get the title. And that made sense, because you know what? It makes sense that Charlotte, Alexa would want that title back. And so then they decide that they're going to have themselves a little matchy match at the end of the night, going to be the main event. And I think I think it was supposed to be for the number one contenders, or at least it was implied. Rhea didn't do that bad of a promo here. Rhea's promos aren't that good. I'll admit that. She's a superstar though. She pretty much got the loudest pop of the night. I think she might have got the loudest pop. But yeah, her promos aren't great, but today was a very serviceable promo. Very serviceable promo, and yeah, so we'll go into that later. Asuka will meet up with Bayley later. Asuka and Kyrie will meet up with Bayley and Lyra later, and Asuka will be like, "This is your fault." I love Asuka was gaslighting Bayley. "This is your fault that we didn't win War Games because we asked you to join our team and you didn't join our team," forgetting the fact that the reason why Bayley wouldn't want to join the team because Asuka and Kyrie actually kicked her out of Damage Control like 2 or 3 years ago, and one of her personas is actually the Bayley that did get kicked out. So it's kind of weird and funny if you really think about it. And Kyrie gives the chain to Bayley, and then they bounce. Then we go to Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is definitely with Dominic Mysterio. I was like, what are we gonna do? What if when because the Judgment Day come out and Dom's like, I'm the best of all time. They say John Cena's the best of all time, but I beat the best of all time. So what does that make me? Then he calls out Liv Morgan. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me that Dirty Dom, the guy who was gaslit, I guess that's the word of the video, gaslit. He was gaslit into, he was literally kidnapped and coerced into the Judgment Day, and now he's kind of leading it. Talk about Stockholm Syndrome. Now he's kind of leading it, but then he calls out Liv, and Liv just totally takes control, and she says, "I heard that Judgment Day's weak. We're gonna take back over." And I'm like, ooh. For a second, I was like, what if Dom told Raquel and Roxanne to beat up Liv? Or I was like, what if Liv comes out and tells Raquel to beat up Roxanne? But none of that happened. And then Liv will slap Dom and then jump in his arms, and Finn's just like, Finn's Finn, and then they kiss again. So, little weird, but, who am I to judge? So, Liv Morgan, she's back. She will also step up to Stephanie Vaquer later. Stephanie saying, don't cross me, but then Roxanne, or Liv kind of gets in her face and implying that that's the next matchup, which is interesting. I'm very surprised if that happens. Maybe it's just a tease for Liv to get into the Royal Rumble, because I think Liv would be an excellent Royal Rumble winner in that she has had multiple instances where she has been the runner-up. So, yeah, maybe it's just a tease for that, but a program between those two? I don't know. Might happen. Then again, you could always have Liv Morgan beat Stephanie Vaquer. Raquel Rodriguez wins the Rumble. Those two go to WrestleMania, trying to get those two in a fight. But regardless, good stuff. Liv Morgan, breath of fresh air. Liv Morgan is also somebody who's just like, I don't know, the way she laughs, the way she talks, the way, everything about her it's so annoying, but annoying in a great, good way. Love Liv Morgan. Happy she's back. Happy Bron Breakker crashed out, because Bron Breakker will get that match with CM Punk. Him and Paul Heyman go to Nick Aldis, and not Nick Aldis, the drunk bald guy, Adam Pearce. And Adam Pearce is like, what do you know about the mystery attacker? And he's like, I don't know anything about the mystery attacker. Adam Pearce will then put a referee on looking for rumors on who this mystery attacker is. That's the one major thing. There's two major things I did not like about this episode, maybe three. The New Day, they lost, and that's sad. That's sad. The New Day lost, and because I thank God for the New Day, but they lost. But the first thing that I did not like was the fact that we don't know who this mystery attacker is. Why have this mystery attacker come if we're not going to do anything with it tonight? Braun did reference it and say, I don't know if that mystery attacker was Batman or not, but he got in my match. Ooh, let me talk about. I'm sorry, I'm a little all over the place. I drank a little too many energy drinks today, or not enough. Where was I? What was I talking about? I want to talk about Braun. I want to talk about the New Day. Oh. So Adam Pearce, they go into the room, they talk, and that's where he's told that he is going to be the number one contender. So Bron Breakker will actually say this. This was perfect about Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker said when he fought CM Punk in War Games, he thought he was going to have to like dig down deep to fight this legend of the business, and he was like, but I didn't. It was like I was more disappointed in the effort I had to put in because I wanted to dig down deep. What an amazing upstart rookie thing to say to a veteran. That was really, really good. Let me see. Oh, my thing is messing up again. We'll go to the stent. Oh, no. Looks like I'm going to have to do this one from memory, boys and girls. We have, Jey Uso. He's versus LA Knight, and holy crap, Jey Uso lost. I am shocked that Jey Uso lost. LA Knight, is going to go to the tournament now, the finals, and lose. I mean, who knows? What if they let LA Knight win? That would be crazy. Even if Gunther is planned to win right now, things can change. Anything can change. You just never know. And right now we got opportunity to make LA Knight the guy. And I did not think Jey would lose. He yeeted for 5 minutes, by the way. But he loses with a roll-up. And then... And because we haven't done roll-ups in a while, it's like kind of cool. Like, as long as we're not doing roll-ups all the time, this is a perfect opportunity to do it. Jey will crash out afterwards, and then later, he breaks the stage and everything, but then later, he goes, and Nikki and Jackie Redmond's like, Jey, and he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. And they have kind of a cool little relationship backstage. Not like dating, but like a friendship. And Jackie's like, Jey, it's me. Talk to me. And Jay's like, you know what? Roman was right when he said that those belts look better on him. And then he just kind of leaves. He's like, I got too many people talking in my ear. We need to do something with this because we've been teasing this Jey Uso crashing out for a while now. We need to actually advance it. I'm glad we're still doing it because his character has layers. But like we keep doing this because then like he'll crash out, he'll feel like he's not living up to his potential, and then the next week he just starts with the eats again. And then it's rinse, repeat. So I'm glad we're here. I'm glad he messed up the Prime bottle stage and the stairs and all that and got mad and hit the table. But next week I don't want to see him just eating. I want to see more of this Jey Uso who's like, I can do better. And crashing out. Maxine Dupree, she will, I don't know. I don't have this anymore. Maxine Dupree, she had a really cool vignette where Natty, not Natalia Neihart, but Natty, the one who wrestles on the indie scenes, was training her. And it was literally just, first it was Maxine beating, just like training. Then Natty, you can see that Natty's beating her up. And then finally, Maxine's like, let's go again. And so that was cool. I think they should have probably split it into like 2 weeks of vignettes, but whatever. And Ivy Nile did go up to Adam Pearce and said, I deserve the Intercontinental shot. I loved Ivy Nile, actually. I'm one of the few people that I think actually does like her because I never hear anyone talk about her. I like her a lot, but she does not deserve the title. Why does she? I haven't seen her in forever. I don't even remember the last time she's won a match. She doesn't deserve a title shot, but whatever. But I like where we're going with Maxine training with Natty. Hopefully we get Natty out of this. The Natty, the fierce competitor Natty that fights on the independent scene. Because if you didn't know that, there's Natalia Neihart, who is just, lovable Natalia, mother of the locker room. And then there's vicious Natty, who will kill you. And Natty does wrestle in AAA promotions, by the way. We had the tag team match. Unfortunately, the New Day, they did lose, but there was a really cool spot where Xavier Woods on the rope, Dragon Lee, I don't know, almost coup de grace him. He bounces right into a Styles Clash. That was insane and amazing, but the New Day lost, and that sucked. And we're going to get a new AJ Lee or AJ Styles, Dragon Lee. They're going to fight the War Raiders next week, so I guess that's where I'll be taking a bathroom break because the War Raiders are like, yippee-ki-yay. But if you like the War Raiders, cool. have fun. You can tell me what happened during my bathroom break. Gunther versus Solo Sikoa, heel versus heel. Interesting. And it was a good match, though. It was a really good match. My favorite part of the match was the referee is like distracted, and the Tall Tonga's there, and he grabs Gunther. He's holding him, and we're about to get a Samoan spike outside the ring, but the ref is like, "What are you doing?" And I almost call him Samoa Joe, but Solo Sikoa puts his hand behind his back to hide his thumb. Like the thumb was the thing that the ref was going to disqualify, not the fact that Gunther's being held. This was a good match, and it's weird because it's heel versus heel, but the crowd got into it eventually. Solo needs to turn face. Usually I'm like, turn that guy heel. Solo needs to turn face. He is so funny, so good, so charismatic. I believe he's what they probably want Jey Uso to be. Solo should, oh man, put the weight of the company behind Solo and Bron Breakker. I'm telling you, so good stuff. Gunther will win, and Gunther gets, LA Knight gets in his face after, and that's going to be the match up at Smackdown to determine who's going to fight John Cena. Now, I have been hoping that someone under 35 was going to be John Cena's last match, so now I'm going to go the other route and want the oldest guy. 42, LA Knight, 43, whatever he is. Let's finally pull the trigger on that guy. Gunther doesn't need it. I wanted Oba. I wanted Trick. I wanted Carmelo. Now I want LA Knight. LA Knight, like, would solidify him at least. Gunther just doesn't need it. He's already a made man. He's a perfect, respectable, safe choice. But I kind of want to go a little unsafe. Bron Breakker showed me tonight that unsafe is entertaining. Let's go unsafe with L8 Knight. Yeah. Other than that, we go to our final match. Pretty good. I didn't look at my notes at all after I lost them. After that, we will have Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Rhea, and Io. There's a bunch of botches in this match, and there was one really bad botch when Rhea's trying to do a Razor's Edge, and quite honestly, she missed it, and then instantly she went for it again. She should have just booted Charlotte in the face, because the following move wasn't dependent upon the Razor's Edge, because all we needed was Charlotte on the ground. Now the commentators did they were able to help recover it by saying, man, War Games took a lot out of them. They're just exhausted. So that did help. So kudos to whoever said it. I think it was Wade, might have been Joe, not sure who, but great stuff there. I hated that the match just ended though. The Kabuki Warriors came out and just started beating them up. So it's like we got a non-finish. I hate non-finishes like that. Like, they should have just made Gunther Solo the main event, and then we could have had a stare down of LA Knight and Gunther at the end, but we did this instead. Although it does turn good. So I hate that we don't have a finish, but then Bayley and Lyra come out, right? And they start cleaning house. And I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm still not liking it. But then Liv Morgan comes, and so does Raquel and Roxanne Perez. And now they're standing tall. And what was cool was Roxanne Perez looks at the belt and then gives it to Liv. And then Liv hands it back to her and raises both hands, answering the question now that Liv has fully accepted Roxanne into Judgment Day. And now those are the tag team, while Liv has decided to go after Stephanie Fakir. So I eventually it all came around where I started liking this angle. I don't like that it was a non-finish, but by the time we got to Judgment Day, I was back on board. It was a little odd in that it shows that the women's tag team division is stacked and awesome and cool right now, but it felt almost a little like a Royal Rumble segment as well, and Royal Rumble's only like 2 months away, so it's like, I don't know, did we jump the gun on it, or are we gonna have a gauntlet match? What are we doing? But it is cool that it is stacked right now. And they didn't even show Lash Legend and Nia Jax. There's more. There's even more tag teams. I wish the rest of the tag team division was like this one here. Anyways, Liv Morgan and Bron Breakker, definitely the highlights of this episode. And Solo Sikoa even. So Was it epic? No, but I'm going to give this an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chops. I yawned like 3 or 4 times in the beginning, and then the yawns just went away. I was sleepy going in, but I was thoroughly entertained tonight. So I would recommend this Raw. I would recommend it. Mwah. Chef's kiss. Epic? No. Good stuff? Yes. See ya. Bye. Go do a hot take, boys, girls. I love you. Thank you. See ya. Oh, I did look at my notes, and so I'm filming this after the fact, but Logan Paul and Rey Mysterio got into a confrontation. So it looks like those two are going to be vying to see who fights down for the Intercontinental belt. Interesting that Logan Paul now seems to be like, he's been here every single week, sometimes in small segments, sometimes in large segments. So I don't know about that, but definitely calling out Rey Mysterio for being a deadbeat to Dominic Mysterio. Looks like that feud's about to happen, which, you know, I'm actually happy that Logan Paul is not vying for the championship. I thought that was going to be CM Punk's promo or battle, but I'm so happy that it's Braun versus Punk for the championship. That's a great feud. And Logan Paul in the mid-card. Logan Paul is a great mid-carder. Just don't make him the top guy. Just mid-card, though, top mid-card guy, I'm okay with that.